Duplexes, are they a good cash flow strategy? I must admit duplexes probably is one of my most favorite strategies. It's had consistent returns in regard to better cash flow and also creating equity, especially if you build them yourself. So I do like the strategy a hell of a lot out of many other strategies. You've got a big difference between old and new. Historically, if you could go and find a duplex that had two sides to rent from and only on one title, you had the option to strata title those properties, increase the value when you created two titles and create equity. If you could buy it at a discount, that also improved your cash flow return as well. And of course, you got two living spaces and higher rental returns. So an older duplex is still possible, but remember, obviously they might have more maintenance in there, and you've got to look at the area they're in, but remember you're not going to get many tax deductions on an old property. They're going to accrue and build up over time, and you'll only be able to offset those deductions when you sell against the capital gain. So, but still a strategy worth considering. Basically you can look everywhere for those, but obviously the price point is going to be a factor as well. If we move into new duplexes, again a great strategy, but the number one factor with this is the cost to get into the market for a duplex is no longer 600,000. It's it's pretty much 1.2 million if you want to do something new. Again, with cost of land, especially in southeast Queensland, with cost of contractors, with timber, with steel, the amount of builders that are basically on the marketplace are much less. Supply is tighter. A duplex is now a premium product. I still do like it in regard to creating equity because you get the two titles. You can potentially make the money on the build going through. You don't usually get a discount, so you're going to have to wait for capital growth, but your tax deductions will be better being a new property and you can offset that straight away. But in saying that, it's a high entry point, and even because the debt's so high, it's a good chance even after deductions you're going to be negative cash flow. And that means even you'll have to put in out of your own pocket. If you can get that where it's neutral cash flow, where you don't have to put anything in and your tax deductions kind of offset your shortfall and your rent covers most of your costs and your interest, then that's happy days. But again, with the price point going up so high, it's getting much harder. You can certainly explore that in regional areas, but a lot of the time these days when you go out to a regional area, you're still paying a premium if you want to build from scratch. Yes, you might be able to get cheaper land, but the contractors, builders and materials are still really exy, so you'll be lucky to get out of that for under $1 million as well. But I like duplexes. Are they positive cash flow? In most cases they're not going to be, but they can be a really great vehicle for building equity if you've got the serviceability. Worth looking into.